Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. In yesterday's video we finished up the last of our side quests and talked to our companions maybe one last time, because I have a feeling we're heading into endgame now because I only have one quest left. I could be wrong, but we'll find out shortly. So right now, today, we're gonna talk to Eamon about unrest in the alienage and how the elves are being sold into slavery, and apparently Loghain was, I don't know if okay with it is the right word, but he looked the other way for money. So let's get started.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Well, would it make you happy to know Loghain was selling elves? I get the feeling he would kind of be happy about that. But let's just say Loghain was collaborating with a Tevinter slaver.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Oh, I guess I could have done other stuff. Quest updated. Well, quest completed too. It was under Denerim. Unrest in the alienage. Okay, no changes. But what does it say now? The Landsmeet has been called. Arl Eamon has gone to the Landsmeet chambers. You should meet him there as soon as you can. What is Alistair doing on the ground?
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he? Oh.
See, again, it's just Queen Enora will be much better. Let's see if she's got anything to say post this revelation.
Is it true? Erlina tells me that Arl Eamon has gone ahead to call the Landsmeet.
Well, it's true, but are you worried?
With my future betrothed at my side. How could I worry? You should hurry. Father won't waste time wresting the proceedings from Eamon. He will need you. I'll meet you there. Maker, watch over us all.
She girly giggled at me.
I will see you again in the Landsmeet chamber. Good luck.
It's so... She girly giggled. It's terrible.
If one more servant... What comes, my friend?
Yeah. We're friends here, but outside of these walls. Your desire. Oh, wait, there's the door. Okay, so let's head. We gotta bring Alistair with us. I'm really kind of nervous how all this is gonna go. How all of this is going to play out. Goodness gracious, me and my words today. Oh, I have to bring him. He's locked in. We'll bring Wynn too. Just in case. Just in case. I have a feeling I need to level up everyone, and I didn't actually do that. Okay, I did take a minute to level up Alistair and also run over to the main gate so we could get to the map. And the royal palace has opened up, and it says the seat of Ferelden's ruler and the location of the Landsmeet. So let's go there. Area unlocked. Landsmeet chamber. How big of a place, I wonder, is it? Well, there's no one around. Let's just quick save in case I mess it all up.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Eamon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
No, we're not going to talk about loyalty to Alistair King. I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden. Well, the Blight is the real threat here, not Orlais. Really, like, it's the Blight.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South has fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You fled the field at Ostagar and left Kaelin to die. You sold Ferelden, citizens into slavery to fund your war. You allowed How to imprison and torture innocents. How is any of these a good argument? Well, he did flee the field at Ostagar. If he'd stayed, I don't know if they would have won, but it's possible. But that's a good, maybe it's a good start. I don't like any of these options, actually.
Oh, do continue. The Landsmeet hungers to hear the tactical analysis of Ostagar from a spoiled child. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Well, he might. Oh, no, we don't want him to support the remaining son. Well, how much do you regret selling it? Well, maybe they're just poorly phrased. Letting How torture innocents is an odd way to show your grief.
How was a grown man responsible for his own actions. He will answer to the Maker for his crimes, as must we all. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Why don't we just say the Queen speaks the truth?
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before. It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
No lesser man can lead our armies to victory. I stand with Loghain.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Yay, I'm so excited they all like me. You lose? Dang, that is so mean. The Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call up your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Win. Win can stand as his champion. No, I'm gonna fight the duel myself. I think it's best to be between the two of us, because clearly I'm leading the Grey Wardens, not Alistair.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm fighting by myself. And... oh, he's only a yellow. What level is he, though? Level 20. I'm level 21. I might get him. Let's stun him. And we'll TPS him.
Excellent.
Alright, let's just keep an eye on my health. Of course, I'm completely out of stamina already, so we're gonna sit here and chop for a while.
Time for some fun.
Well done.
Oh, sweetie, stunned. Great.
Wonderful.
I know you're tired, Edward. Get over it.
As you wish. Only one shall stand.
I know I'm overhealing, but I'd rather just be safe just in case.
Well done.
Move and parry. Strike and kill.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. Batean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Oh, that's a pretty good option. You want to make me a warden. Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Yeah, he does have a good point. There's only 3 of us, Alistair. What if, like, the warden has to kill the archdemon, right? And what if all 3 of us die? I mean, I know you're not happy about it, but, like, bigger picture, Alistair. So, no, Riordan has a point. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
Seriously? You're such a brat sometimes. We need all the help we can get, Alistair.
Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
I don't. No, Honora will be queen and I will rule beside her. Period.
My husband, the king consort, the general of my armies, and the hero who will save Ferelden from this blight.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
Yeah. Alistair, you're really making this about you. Come on. I'm trying to do what's best for Ferelden. Even you think she'd be a better ruler? I mean... Yeah, I'm trying to do what's best for Ferelden.
What is wrong with you? I thought we were friends. Now you're siding with a man who killed Duncan!
Alistair, don't be hysterical. You are being completely hysterical, so you need to calm down.
I'm not. I'm perfectly lucid. I will not stand beside Loghain, and neither should you. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
Oh, no, no, no. No, I mean, I don't like Alistair, but I don't think he should die. That's ridiculous. No, you owe me a boon. Let him go, Honora.
This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go. Good luck. You'll need it if he actually survives the joining.
You don't have to leave, Alistair. Like, you really don't.
You heard Honora. I do, or I get to join Duncan. Nice, huh? Have fun ending the blight. Or whatever. I guess you made your decision, right? So goodbye.
Seriously?
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat, and armies to gather. And I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the King Consort's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
I can't believe Alistair just ditched us. What a baby. I mean...
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
Well, she dies anyway.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
I mean, it wasn't really ideal. Like, he's not a good person, clearly, but I have lots of people in my party who aren't good people, so... Yeah, he has a lot to redeem himself for. I mean, if he died, I feel like that's just kind of too easy. Maybe now he can work to defend Ferelden like he thinks he was supposed to. I don't know. I'm babbling. So yeah, he has a lot to redeem himself for.
He does indeed. You kept your end of the deal. I will keep mine. The engagement will be announced at my coronation, provided you are still interested.
Yep. Why not announce it now?
Things could change in the near future. This blight is not yet over, after all. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the blight.
Rabble-rouser. Quest completed, quest updated. Oh my gosh, it's final battle time. Let's see, the blight. What did it say? Queen Honora shall rule Ferelden with you as her king consort. Queen Honora will lead Ferelden, and you, her Grey Warden, will lead her armies. The blight will not prevail against the strength of a united Ferelden. And our new quest, the final battle. You have gathered your allies. Now it is time to head to Redcliffe, where your army assembles. It seems Darkspawn are heading that way and are poised to attack there. Well, oh, indestructible as well. And I leveled. And recruiter. Oh my goodness, all sorts of achievements. Okay, I tried talking to Loghain at Arl Eamon's estate, but couldn't, so I'm going to try here again in camp. I do find it interesting that he basically took Alistair's spot, so let's see what he has to say.
I passed your test. Fate has a twisted sense of humor, it seems. I suppose you think I'm some sort of monster. More so since I survived your ritual. You keep striking at me, and I just refuse to die decently.
I may have to resort to magic next if my sword doesn't work.
Oh? What was all that nonsense with the Darkspawn blood and mages then? A puppet show? It seems to me that magic has already failed. I'd recommend a sharp knife in the kidneys next time. Less impressive, but it gets the job done.
The plan loses something when you're the one suggesting it.
I suppose it does lack the element of surprise. Well, what shall we do to settle things between us then?
Well, we're gonna have to work together. That's what the big picture is, I guess.
Is that punishment meant for me or for you? And just like that, we're allies. I can't imagine it's so simple. I don't know what concession you want from me, Warden. I expect my word will not satisfy you.
Well, you're a Grey Warden too now, you know.
Indeed, I'd almost forgotten that. Thank you for the reminder. I think it's time we got to the point here. What do you want from me? I can't imagine that you spared my life in the Landsmeet by accident. You have some plan in mind.
Well, I didn't think Alistair would ditch us, but... I'm granting you mercy. Death's too easy. Well, death is too easy, but... I feel like Loghain... I mean, he was the general that kicked out the Orlesians. He's not just some schlub. Like, I don't want to be like Alistair, but Alistair was kind of a schlub. But why don't you tell me, what do you want?
What I want? What an odd question. I want to ride back to Denerim and sit in the war room and find no empty chairs at the table. I want to lose, nothing else. I want a line clearly drawn that I can defend. I want an end to this war. All of this can rightly be called my fault. Whether or not you can do better remains to be seen. But if you can make this the end, Warden, I will follow you, I swear it.
It's interesting, everything he just said. It sounds like he's much better a warrior in general than a leader of a country. Give me a line to defend. That seems good. Well, Gonna have to prove your worth here. I don't think Edward is glad to have him, but we'll find a way to end this blight. Let's do that.
Andraste, help us then. We should speak no more of this at present. Time's wasting.
Oh wow, plus 35. Dang. Didn't think we'd gotten that high so quick. Well, what else does he have to say?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised at your success. You beat me. Perhaps you can do this after all.
Thank you, Loghain?
Do you want something? I suppose I have a moment.
Well, yes, let's ask all these questions. Why do you hate Orlais so much?
Hate doesn't describe it. I've seen painted, masked lords beat an old farmer to death with riding crops. To this day, I don't know why. Is that hate? I saw good, sensible men fight armored chevaliers with nothing. No weapons, no armies, not even hope of success to see the occupation end. Is that hate?
Well, maybe it isn't hate, but I don't know. It does sound like hate, but gosh dang, these are hard options. All of that was in the past.
The past is always with us. It's in our bones and our blood, and we wear it on our skin. You can think otherwise, but you'll never get far without it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. You can't really escape your past.
It's odd to hear you say that. I can still see the accusations you haven't voiced hovering around you like a swarm of hornets. For what it's worth, though, thank you. In any case, there's no use discussing this. We have much work left to do.
I want to ask you some more
Go
questions. How well did you know King Merrick?
He was my friend. If he'd wanted to conquer the Fade, I would have led the charge.
That's friendship for you. What made Merrick such a great king?
There are men who inspire such devotion that everyone around would lay down their lives for him. And there are men who would come and go from this world, and no one notes it. What makes them so? Your guess is as good as mine. Merrick was remarkable. That's all I can say of him.
How did you meet Merrick?
I was hunting, well, poaching, to be entirely honest, when a boy my own age came stumbling out of the woods. He was so dirty, you'd have thought he'd been dug up out of the ground.
What happened then?
He was bloody, exhausted, and obviously being hunted. I offered to take him to my father's camp.
And that boy was Merrick?
Yes. I didn't find out who he was for a while, though. But I've rattled on for too long already. We should get moving.
Do you know why he didn't acknowledge Alistair?
He nearly did. Merrick was never one to avoid his duty. And given his preference, he would have acknowledged his son no matter the circumstance. But he had more than his honor to think of. It would have ruined Rowan, after all. She'd be reduced to a concubine in the eyes of our neighbors, and put Kaelin's status as heir in question. So Merrick made the hard choice. Eamon offered to raise the boy, and that was that.
So it was all politics, basically, then?
Kings don't get the luxury of escaping politics. But we've been idle long enough. We should get moving.
Okay, let's ask
Go
some more
ahead.
questions. What would you have done if you'd won?
I suppose that depends on how much of the kingdom was left by then. Once the border was secure, the army would have regrouped to push back the Darkspawn in the south.
How could you afford to divide our forces?
We couldn't, especially after Ostagar. It wasn't an ideal plan, but it seemed necessary at the time. In any case, there's no use discussing this. We have much work left to do.
Do you think Honora will make a good queen?
Honora is a good queen. She has been for 5 years now.
So you're not all concerned about leaving her alone, then?
I am a bit, but she'll do well. I have to say that anyway, for if word gets back to her that I said otherwise, she'll be furious. In all seriousness, Honora is formidable. You should know that by now.
Yeah, she's quite a force. But will she be good for Ferelden?
I'm not a seer. If I could predict the future, I wouldn't be here now. Anora is strong enough to endure. She may make a few mistakes along the way, but she'll survive them. But this isn't the time to discuss such things.
Were you really going to kill Anora?
Anora always did have a flair for the dramatic. She could have been a bard.
But yet you didn't answer my question.
It's a foolish question. I'm sure you think me capable of every sort of evil, but Anora is my only child.
But why me though for what? But why me though?
Is that a serious question? Is there someone else you know of who could stand up to the Landsmeet? But enough about Anora. We ought to get moving.
What was Anora like as a child?
So far as anyone could tell, she was the undisputed monarch of the whole world. She'd fall, skin her knees, and command them to stop stinging. It may have worked, too.
She sounds like a terror.
I suppose she was. It's the peculiar joy of parents to be terrorized by their children, however. If you're expecting some particular insight into my daughter's character, I'm afraid I'm probably not the best source. I'm hardly impartial.
Well, no one alive knows her better than you.
You think so? I'm not certain of that myself. But this is not really the time or place to discuss my daughter. We have work to do.
Okay, well that wraps up everything with Loghain. I did get up to, let's see, oh my gosh, where is he? I did get up to 51 warm. I'll try to give him some gifts and see if there's anything else, but I have a feeling that's probably it. But this is also where I'm going to end things for today. I'm going to spend some quality time working on gear, leveling up everybody, working on tactics, because we're going to go into the final battle, which we will start tomorrow. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age Origins video.